Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we're reacting to LA Rams versus the Seattle Seahawks, the 2025-26 NFC Championship. The winner of this game is playing the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. You kidding me? I guess Rumble's not working. Shite. All right, just get it off there then. Are you kidding me? Whatever. All right, so Rumble's out of there. That sucks. Did I not copy it right? I don't know. Either way, Rams, Seahawks, the 1v5. The Rams are in Seattle, and we'll see who plays in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady calling the game where he'll find out who plays his former team. It's the Rams and the Seahawks. We've seen these games before. One loss out of the way, but at least it was early. I mean, one loss. You accidentally put a second one there, unless. Either way, we got the Rams and the Seahawks. The winner plays the Patriots in the Super Bowl. The loser joins the Broncos at Elimination Station, where they'll get out their Presto cards and get aboard the L train. But they're going to go somewhere different. They will go in the Death Note because they have been deleted. Who will join them? Rams and Seahawks. I prefer the Rams. Now, I mean, I might be rooting for the Rams slightly. I predicted the Rams to win. I think Darnold's going to fall apart actually having to play instead of just throw the ball 14 times. But I prefer the Rams against the Patriots because I think the Rams are easier to beat than the Seahawks. If they let Darnold get to the Super Bowl, he's either going to absolutely fall apart epically, the worst he ever has, or he's going to finally win a Super Bowl. It's either or. It's either or. And frankly, I don't know. It's 50-50, and frankly, I don't want to bet 50-50 on Darnold just absolutely going down in flames against the Patriots. It could happen. Our luck, hey, you know what? The way the Patriots won this game, you know what? You know what? But the way the Patriots won that game and stole that shit, maybe the gods want us to win the Super Bowl. At least that's the only thing that makes sense. Either way, that's the only thing that really makes sense. The gods must want us to win the Super Bowl. Because how the fuck did we steal that game? Jeez, man. Either way, Patriots are going to the Super Bowl, and they're about to find out who they're about to play. Thank you, Nestor. Thank you. Now let's find out who we play together. Rams or Seahawks? I don't know what's right for the Broncos for Elimination Station. Bo Nix got injured the last week. Dobbins didn't come back. They only gave up 10. You should have kicked the fucking field goal. Well, that still would have just been overtime, so. Oh, Cardi B was at the game. You know what? The way Cardi B's riding for the Patriots, I'm starting to become a fan of her. I'm not going to lie. I think Sean got a little bit cocky, and Will Lutz missed 2 field goals, yeah. Which, I mean, with the way the weather was, I can understand the second. First one, no, not really. I'm surprised he missed that one. 4 missed field goals in one game. Jesus, man. But I will say, the way Cardi B is riding for the Patriots, I'm starting to become a fan of her. That's next week, and I'm not going live for it. But if I could watch it, I don't even know if ESPN Unlimited's connected to freaking YouTube TV now. I don't know. I'm going to have to check, but either way. I wish the Eagles won the Super Bowl again. I predict the Rams will dominate the Seahawks because my favorite team, the Panthers, has fallen. Seahawks wearing blue, Rams wearing the white with the horns. I mean, the Patriots are in the Super Bowl, so I'm happy, We might not win. Oh, Zach Top's doing the national anthem for the Seahawks. That's cool. Again, I only like Cardi now because she's riding for the Patriots. Because she's Stefan's baby mama. I mean, what do you want me to do? I still probably wouldn't listen to her music, but at least she's riding for her man. Wow, that's crazy. The Patriots have went to their third Super Bowl without Tom Brady. The Patriots have had 3 playoff wins without Tom Brady. Their first playoff win back against the Chargers was their first playoff win without Brady in 28 years since 97. The Patriots have won 3 playoff games without Tom Brady, 2 at home, 1 on the road, and the Patriots have made their third Super Bowl without Tom Brady. Because before, just so you know, the Patriots made Super Bowls before Brady. They made 2, both in New Orleans. Super Bowl 20 against the Bears, and they lost. They got their shit rocked by the 85 Bears. Tony Eason's a punk-ass mofo. And Steve Grogan, well, everybody else got owned. And then the Patriots played in 96 against the Packers in New Orleans and lost that one because of a return by Desmond Howard. So they played Super Bowls before Brady, and this will be their third. Let's go, Patriots, says Nestor. Yes, yes, yes. Are you going to watch the halftime show? Yeah, because, I have a Super Bowl party, so I'm going to be watching. Let's see how good it is. I do like Bad Bunny. I do like his music. At least his earlier music. I don't know about later. But, Chambea, Booker T, Amor Foda. There are Bad Bunny songs I like. So, if he plays like Chambea, and I hope he brings out Ric Flair. Well, I don't know. Ric Flair might not, I don't know. That man is still somehow alive with all the drinking and drugs he's done, and he's still drinking. I don't freaking get it. Honestly, we shouldn't have won that game, frankly. I can't believe we won either. We should not have. We got lucky. So let's hope we get lucky again next week or 2 weeks from now. Yeah, I know that too. They're going to play before the Super Bowl, the kickoff concert. I like Green Day as well. So you know what? I like Green Day anyway, so I'm happy with that. I like Green Day anyway, so. Oh, Lord. Patriots going to the Super Bowl, man. Can't believe it. Now we find out who we play. We're watching together. We're going to review both games when they're over, but we're watching the NFC Championship. We're going to find out who we play. Rams or Seahawks, who it going to be? Super Bowl bound, baby. Don't care how it happened. That's one heck of a rebuild. Drake May's Super Bowl appearance for Josh Allen is honestly wild. What a season. We must take out our Presto cards, Toronto, and get aboard the L train. But wait, we're going somewhere a little different. For our failures of Sean play calling inconsistently. For our failures of running the ball without Dobbins. For our failures of missing key field goals, we are headed to Elimination Station. This event shall be recorded in the Death Note because our dreams of being Super Bowl champions have been absolutely deleted. You lose. good news and bad news for you. The good news is Sami Zayn will finally be undisputed champion. And the bad news, I think AJ Styles will retire at the Royal Rumble and retire at TNA. Hey, you know what? We knew AJ was retiring this year. He said that during Crown Jewel. It's just like John Cena. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to cry about AJ retiring, but it's going to hit me. I love AJ. He's my favorite non-WWE guy, or at least starting in WWE. He started TNA, Ring of Honor, New Japan. I've been a fan of him since TNA, Impact. So, you know, it's going to suck to see AJ go as well, but I don't know if it's going to hit me as much as it did John. They probably won't make a freaking... I mean, I did tear up a little bit during John's entrance on his final match, and then I cried when they gave him the freaking video package because they put a song that... It was definitely emotional, you know. I don't know if they'll do that for AJ. I don't think you'll get that, so we'll see. But AJ's retirement's going to hit hard as well. Maybe TNA will, which... It'd be nice to hear Get Ready to Fly one more time, or a couple more times. If he wins the TNA World Heavyweight Championship and then drops it and then walks away, you know, that's good. And the Seahawks are about to kick off. But yeah, Sami being the undisputed champion or winning the Rumble is good news. So, but we knew AJ was going, so. I knew what you meant. You still spelled it wrong with an E, but either way. Because it's the NFL Championship weekend and the Patriots were in the AFC Championship. Besides, it's a freaking January friendly. Who cares? You did Canada's. Yeah, but that was Canada. That was Canada. 14:54, the Rams get the ball to start the game. Here we go. $14.54. Imagine cleaning out the house with your own money. Let's go. Stafford hands it off, and that's 5 yards. 5 yards for the Rams. Kyron Williams gets 5 yards, and it's 14:45. And, oh, we got a divisional. Oh, it's heavy. Oh, it's going to get heavy soon. We got an NFC West, NFC Championship, and, oh, mind you, this game's going to get wild. Hey, I mean, Isaiah's got some Tito's to share if you need some alcohol mile high. He's got a handle of Tito's to share. Caught. Puka catches it and goes down and gets 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. He's got a handle of Tito's, you know. I'm doing just fine. But 3rd and 3 for the Rams. And Stafford steps back, has time to throw down the middle, incomplete. Incomplete. Puka can't come down with it. Oh, this is some, I hope this is true, but this is some good news. Michael Schumacher is no longer bedridden, and he still watches F1 races. Well, that's good news. I just hope it's true. Legend, Michael Schumacher. Caught to the 20-yard line. $13:33. Here comes the Seahawks. Yeah, but they, yeah. $13:33. But yeah, no, I mean, I'll never go skiing. I'll tell you that right now. Michael Schumacher is the reason I'll never go skiing, because if he got taken out by freaking crashing into a rock after all the shit he did in Formula One, yeah, no, I'm never going skiing. You're out of your damn mind. You're out of your damn mind. That's about 2nd down and 4. Bogert just tweeted about Jason Russell Rowe getting interest from a Lagoon club. Well, good for him. So, either way, I mean, think about it, though. It's a good point. 13:03, 2nd and 5. It's Leal. Oh. He's going to go the Jonathan David route. Okay. Well, that's good. Darnold, incomplete. 3rd down and 5. So Jason Russell Rowe's going the Jonathan David route. Okay. I like it. But yeah, no, I'll never. I'll tell you that right now. I guess snowboarding would be the same, but either way. What happened to Michael Schumacher? I said this when I went out to the melting pot, but we stopped at the bar right next to it. We were talking with a bartender about skiing and shit. And that's going to be over the top and caught. Rashid Shaheed with a 1st down to the 20. Man, I wish he was still a Saint. Are you still worried about these two teams in the Super Bowl? I mean, the Patriots could win. I think the Patriots could win. I think they have a better chance against the Rams, but, Sam Darnold could fall apart in the Super Bowl. At some point, he's going to fall apart and be the pumpkin that he normally is. Drake May, first quarterback to beat 3 top 5 defenses in the postseason. So, I mean, hey, we could do the same to the Seahawks. Cooper Kupp, shifty. Oh, no, it's JSN. No, it's JSN. JSN with a 1st down. I was like, Cooper Kupp a bit too shifty. Does he want to beat the Rams? No, it's JSN. Cooper Kupp was in the backfield. Okay, JSN got the ball. And they're in 1st and goal range. That was on the Shaheed play. The money's good and he wants to move. You make it happen. I agree. First and goal. Hands it off. Walker. Kenneth Walker hit at the 5. 2nd down. So far. Seahawks looking like they're doing what they normally do on offense. $10:55. Seahawks very likely are about to get a touchdown, but let's see. Hands it off. Walker. Hit. 3rd down. Getting pushed, and he's still up. And he's down. Let's see where they mark him. 2K26 is going to have the attitude era. Yeah, I know. It's really just the cover, but we'll see what... Didn't they already do this shit before? Wait, whoa. Didn't they already do an attitude era mode in a 2K game? Yeah, WWE 13. They've already done this shit. I mean, yeah, it's a new roster, but either way. They've already done this 13 years ago. Walker goes wide. Verse. Touchdown, Seahawks. Walker reaches and he scores for the Seahawks. Kenneth Walker III. An end around, 2-yard touchdown run for Kenneth Walker. Zero to 6 at least. Let's see if it's 0 to 7. And Walker gets in. And the kick for Jason Myers to make it extra point, 7 to 0. Yeah, CM Punk was on the cover in 2013. Yeah, I was saying. And it's 7-0. Like, we're 13 years ago? Exactly. That's what my point. 13 years ago, there was Attitude Era mode on WWE 2K. And now, again, they're doing it again. Either way. My dad's not going to be happy if I got to root against the team in the Super Bowl. Last time I was rooting for the Rams. You know what? The Rams, screw it. I'm going to say it. No. I'm not happy for anybody who roots for the Rams. I don't care frankly, if you're a St. Louis fan, if you were an LA fan than St. Louis and LA fan, I probably have the most respect for them. If you were a Rams fan who was a fan through LA, Anaheim, St. Louis, LA, or if you're old enough to be a Cleveland Rams fan and you're still a fan the whole way, I have more respect for you than somebody who still roots for the Rams, who just rooted for them in St. Louis, because honestly, you're a cuck. If you rooted for the Rams, I don't care if it's your age that makes you do that. If you started rooting for the Rams when they were just in St. Louis and you still root for them now, you're a cuck. You are an utter cuck. You're worse than just the Rams fans who just jumped on when they moved back to LA. You're worse. Nobody in St. Louis should still be rooting for the Rams. You're a cuck. And I don't care how that pisses anybody off. If you're a St. Louis Rams fan who started rooting for them when they went to St. Louis and you still root for the Rams after they fucked off and left, you're a cuck. That's just the facts. Root for Stan Kroenke when he stole the team and pulled him out of St. Louis, and you still root for him after they did what they did to the city? Nah. No respect for you. I have a little bit, but not much, respect for people who rooted for them as soon as they went back to LA, if they're from LA. That must be, mostly that's just kids, though, who weren't alive when they were last in LA. So I can understand that. If you know the history, I'll give you a little bit more respect. If you respect the greatest show on turf, I'll give you a little bit more respect in that case. If you just like, whoa, hey, they have a team in LA now, screw you. I don't respect you, but I still respect you more than a St. Louisan who still roots for the Rams. It's the situation itself. But either way, point being, fuck Stan Kroenke, fuck the Rams, forever and always. Forever and always. Georgia Frontier, she did the right thing. Her idiot, also, fuck her idiot children too. Fuck her Nepo babies for selling the team and getting it out of St. Louis because Stan Kroenke, and that's a tackle. Now, you could say, Stan Kroenke's from St. Louis. That's what makes it even worse. It's not like he's from LA or Colorado. He's from St. Louis. He's from Columbia, Missouri. He lived in St. Louis. And he moved the team to LA. Bastard. And most of his teams are in Colorado. What the fuck does LA have to do with that? Bastard. What does LA have to do with that? 952. Point is, I will never, no. And then the city of St. Louis, they got raked over the coals with the freaking settlement money, and they don't even know what the fuck to do with it. But that's a St. Louis problem. But I don't know, maybe use it to help rebuild after the tornado? Still got what? Freaking over $500,000 of that settlement money? Get the fuck. Either way. And they didn't even get what they deserved. They got a freaking pittance because the city sucks. 2nd and 7. And Puka catches it. First down, Rams. But enough about that. 9:02. Like, I don't know. Point is, Rams should still be in St. Louis. And I have no respect for any Rams fans who are from St. Louis who still root for the Rams. You're a traitor. You're a traitor. He should have moved to Colorado Rapids. Well, I don't think he cared. Puka doesn't get that ball. I think he was trying to get the NFL team in LA. At least I'll get to see Messi in Denver. I'm not going to get over this for a while. And if we lost, I would have been the same way. So I understand it. But, you know. Yes, until they built SoFi. The Rams played, what, like 3 years in the Coliseum? Which, honestly, it's kind of hilarious. Like, I knew they were building SoFi, but those 3 years they played in the Coliseum, the Coliseum is more garbage than the Dome. 8:27. And that should be PI. No, it is not. Third down. Like, think about it, though. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. We frankly stole it. But either way, and they played, the Chargers played the Galaxy Stadium until SoFi was built, which honestly, that was better than the Coliseum, but that just shows you where the Chargers are in LA. But think about it. I would rather, like, the Edward Jones Dome is a better stadium than the Coliseum. What the Rams should have done, maybe play a year at the Coliseum. $8:19. We weren't moving that damn ball. Y'all would have probably won in overtime. Shit would have went like 6 fucking overtimes, and you still would have won. 4th and 10, and Harrison Mevis is going to kick a field goal for the Rams. But think about it like this. What the Rams should have done was give St. Louis a farewell tour. Like, move the team, but, like, give them a year or two. Hell, like a full year in St. Louis. You play half your games in St. Louis than LA in the second year, and then you go to the Coliseum for the third year. Then you go into SoFi in 2020. Of course, you still have the London games, but either way, you know. That would have been better. 2016 or 2015-16? No. 2016-17 should have been another full St. Louis season at the Dome. Then what you do is you have them have both home cities in 2017-18. And then 2018-19, you go fully in LA at the Coliseum. And then you have SoFi in 2020. That's what they should have done. Like, basically just trickled out of St. Louis instead of Mayflowered it. But either way. Oh, there it is. There's the Super Bowl jersey. 160. Should I do it? There's only mediums left. Maybe I should. Either way. Damn, there's only mediums left to that jersey. Holy shit. Either way. Can't do a medium, so I won't get one. I can do a medium. Well, I don't know, actually. No, with NFL jerseys with the sleeves, no, I probably could. I probably could. See if there's any freaking... Well, no, I can't do that either. Youth large is a bit too small. Probably need an adult small. Shit. Okay. Do that what you will. Told you! I fucking told you. So that's 7-3. Oh, by the way, yeah. Harrison Mevis made the field goal at 7-3. Rams are down by 4. 44-yard field goal. And you know what? And I will say, I have friends who are still rooting for the Rams. And I have respect for those friends, but for anybody who I'm friends with who are still Rams fans from St. Louis, who still root for the Rams, I said what I said. There are some people that I'd say are really close friends that are Rams fans that really for that person, you're still cool, but when it comes to the Rams, you're a cuck. Everything else, you're good, but Rams should have still room for the Rams from St. Louis when all you knew was St. Louis and LA. That's a little bit, I still think it's dumb they took the Chargers out of San Diego. I don't even think the fans in LA give a shit about the Chargers. The LA fans don't give a shit about the Rams either. Why do you think they pull out frickin' Brenda Song and the dude from Home Alone to go to every game? Why do you think they do that? And take a picture of them and put them on the frickin' Instagram page every home game? Why do you think they do that? Bring out London Tipton and frickin' McAllister from frickin' Home Alone. Why do you think they do that? Nobody gives a shit about the Rams either. Like, think about it. Like, it's crazy. Like, the Rams barely have any fans in LA. At least the ones who could go to SoFi. They took the Rams out of a city that would sell out the Dome to go to a city where nobody gives a fuck about either team. That they have to use celebrities to make it look cool. Shit. Kyle Tucker probably going, oh, wait, no, he can't. They have no home games left. Either way, 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 for Darnold, complete to Barner. And he fumbled. He fumbled out of bounds. Like, I guarantee you, when the Rams go to the Super Bowl, they're going to send frickin' London Tipton and McAllister there. And take frickin' pictures to put on the Rams Instagram account. I guarantee you. Maybe some other celebrities. I don't know. And what's even worse is that there are Patriots or there are Rams players that played in St. Louis exclusively, and they're still twerking for the Rams like they're in St. Louis. Torrey. I love Torrey Holt, but what the fuck, man? Like, I know you were a Ram, but you weren't an LA Ram. You were a St. Louis Ram. At least Isaac Bruce played a year in LA. Kurt Warner? Kurt Warner never played in LA. And he's freaking twerking for him. And I'll say this. I didn't like when the St. Louis Rams brought out Eric Dickerson and Jack Youngblood to the Dome. They're not St. Louis Rams. They were LA Rams. Same thing applies. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. They were not St. Louis Rams. They shouldn't have been at the Dome. The freaking Rams legends from LA shouldn't have been in St. Louis as much as Kurt Warner shouldn't be in LA. As much as Torrey Holt shouldn't be in LA. Isaac Bruce at least played a year in LA, so, you know, your mileage may vary, but he didn't do shit in LA. They were garbage. But at least you can make an argument for Isaac Bruce. He played a year over there. Even though he was a St. Louis Ram, he played a year in LA. You can make an argument. Aaron Donald, he played in both St. Louis and LA, but he played the bulk of the time in LA. He did play a year or two in St. Louis, though. So, of course, there's overlaps, but either way. Seahawks attacking, 1st and 10. Either way, that's enough about that. 7. Tackled. Patriots going to the Super Bowl, and we're about to probably see the Seahawks, but either way. 2nd and 10 for Darnold. Best case scenario is Seahawks for the Rams. Different stream, same jersey. I don't know what the hell I wanted to wear. I ain't got no Seattle shit, and I'm not wearing no freaking blue and yellow. Seattle wants a rematch. Third and 2. .324 left in the first quarter. I have no Seattle Sounders jersey. I don't, so that doesn't help. And besides, the Seahawks wear more blue. And that's JSN for a first down. And besides, the Seahawks wear blue. Like, they wear more blue than, like, neon green. So that I could have worn. I just didn't want to change. I'm lazy. Patriots won anyway. I would have changed if they lost, but they won, so who gives a shit? Hands it off Darnold. Tackled behind the line. Best case scenario, we got a field goal if you're the Rams. I hate to say it. Sorry, Rory, but Seattle's a bigger club. Seattle's won more trophies and more meaningful trophies. Like, do I wish Portland was better? Yeah. Do I wish Portland was the bigger club? Like, I mean, there are Portland fans that are going to be pissed that I said that, but it's true. The Sounders are the bigger club. Even though I like Portland more, the Sounders are the bigger club. I hate to say it, but it's true. 2:15. Hands off to Walker. I mean, when you get personally victimized by the Sounders, when your team gets personally victimized by the Sounders multiple times when they win trophies, yeah, they're the bigger club. There's a flag on the Rams. Whether I want to admit it or not, whether I like saying it or not, they're the bigger club. Also, the Arsenal loss. Hilarious. That's all I really could say. All I can really say is hilarious. 2:01. Thrown. Hit. 3rd and goal. Man, what if the Jaguars didn't blow it to the Bills? The Patriots would have still made the Super Bowl. You would have got an extra run, Isaiah Darby, though. We still would have won. Troops TV was crying on his stream. Well, I hate to hear that, though. Okay, maybe it's not hilarious anymore. 3rd and goal. 3-7. Seahawks probably get a field goal to close the quarter. Darnold. Sam Darnold throws incomplete to Barner, and that is going to be a field goal attempt for Jason Myers. Okay, I hate to hear the troops is crying. That sucks. And here comes the field goal for Jason Myers. Myers. No. And that's going to be a good field goal from 27 yards. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And that's a good field goal. It's 3-10. Jason Myers with a 27-yard field goal. Three to 10. Good field goal. Arsenal fans said if Arteta wins the league, he's top 5 Prem managers of all time. That's crazy. I mean, I don't drink eggnog. And second of all, I would puke. If I try to drink a gallon on stream, I would puke. That's not going to end well for me. Like, that's not going to end well for me in general. The memes would not... I would not want to puke on camera, and the memes that would come from that, oh my God. And the clips that would come from that, nah. Ugh. I know better than to try. I know better than to try. I'm not doing it. Yeah, you could do that. And I hope nobody clips you for puking. I'm not. I won't. But I won't. But you're my friend. Why would I do that? I don't know. I'm not saying you would. I'm not saying if I did it. You just want me to do it because you're doing it. But I'm not saying if I chugged a gallon, would you clip me puking into a bucket on stream? Probably not. But there'd be somebody who would do it and meme it. There's somebody who would. I'm not saying you would, but I know somebody would. Rainbow bagels? One, what do they even look like? Second of all, how do they taste? That either would taste amazing or horrible. Or is it just food coloring and it's a regular bagel, which I'm not really a fan of bagels anyway, but... Well, okay, bagel bites, but, you know... I don't think that's the same thing. Either way, like, yeah, it's a bagel, but it's also pizza. Mike McDonald with 8 straight wins for the Seahawks. I don't know. Was that, like, is that really good, or is it... Food coloring, okay, so it's just a regular bagel. Like, some's cherry, some's blueberry, some's raspberry, you know, or whatever, you know. One's orange. No, it's just, that makes more sense, but either way. Want to do a video trying 2016 food trends. Okay, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. First and 10 for the Rams at the 35-yard line. Stafford hands it off to Williams, and he gets about 3. $25 seconds. And this will be the end of the first quarter after this play. Hands it off. Stafford hands it off. That's a first down past the 50 for the Los Angeles Rams. 3-10. It's the end of the first quarter and the Seahawks lead. We go to the second. You know what? I like that NBC put out, like, I'm always hyped to see the new score bug for the Super Bowl, but I feel like NBC got scared because Fox got clowned for theirs. But the funny part about NBC's new score bug is it's barely any different than their current or their old score bug, their past Sunday Night Football score bug. So what were they worried about waiting for the Super Bowl? Like, Fox's was garbage. It's a little bit better, but either way. Waiting for the next quarter, and the Patriots are going to the Super Bowl, and they're about to find out who they're going to play. And then, of course, on Tuesday, February 3rd, we got the Pro Bowl games, which I won't be watching because I'll be watching CONCACAF. Because I'll be watching a CONCACAF. I think it's Forge, but either way. Either way. LA Rams got a big gain before that break. The game had a break between the quarters, but the Rams had a big gain before the quarter is up. Ha! Jarrett Stidham with a chance to send the Broncos to the Super Bowl. CJ Stroud. No moon, no moon, no moon. Stroud, no moon. They hand it off to Puka. Puka wheels around for 3-4 yards. And he got hammered. And he loses his helmet, Puka. Puka loses his helmet. Second down. Third and 10, or 3 to 10, second and 6. Stafford throws complete to Devontae Adams to the 25. Devontae to the 20. The Rams are getting in position to tie this game. Band for band, punch for punch, this game is. It's turning into Gaethje versus Pimblett. Anybody else watch that fight last night, or was it just me? I watched Saturday night's main event, then I watched because I have Paramount Plus. I can watch UFC pay-per-views for free now, legally, instead of third-party stream it. So no matter what the fight is, I'm going to try to catch a good bit of it, especially with them being late. So even after TFC games, I could watch most UFC fights. Either way. I do like the UFC. I just normally didn't want to spend $50 on it, but now it's on Paramount Plus. Every pay-per-view I want to watch, I can. I like the UFC. Either way, that Gaethje-Pimblett fight was amazing. I don't know why he didn't try to grapple, but either way. That was a good fight. And Gaethje rightfully won, too. Rightfully so. Freaking, I can't believe Patty didn't get knocked out, frankly. To the 15, that's a first down for the Rams for Devontae. Oh, he's incomplete. Third down and 10. I thought he caught that. Third down and 10. No, it was incomplete. Which loss hurt the most? Which sport are we talking about? Actually, no. It's a tie. It's a tie between the CONCACAF Champions League final against Chivas and Super Bowl 42. It's those games. I'll never get over those. Stafford rolls out of the pocket, gets sacked, and he fumbled the ball. But Dotson gets back on it. I think that could be a field goal attempt, though. So Yeah, the Toronto FC versus Chivas second leg, or just both legs, but especially the second leg, I'll never get over that. And Super Bowl 42. Those are the two losses I'll never get over. Never. The Patriots will never go 19-0 or 20-0. They never will. I don't care how many Super Bowls we win. I don't care if we beat the Giants in a Super Bowl. Mevis for a field goal try. He's going to kick it, and it is good from 50, 6-10. 50-yard field goal for Harrison Mevis. What a kick. Because it's a clear day. Rams make it 6-10. Seahawks still have the lead, though. But even if TFC won the CCL, I'd feel a little bit better. Yes. Yes, it was. If Toronto FC finally won the CCL, the Champions Cup, would I start to get over it, no matter who coaches the team? Yeah, I'd probably start to get over it a little bit. But 18-1, I'll never get over. I could never get over it. I could never get over it. Like, and arguably, even with the Pirate not being called, let's put it like that, the TFC could still get back to the CCL and win it. There's still a better chance of TFC winning the Champions Cup with a guy like Robin Fraser or any other coach that isn't a Pirate. They still have a better chance of the Patriots going undefeated. So, and it wouldn't be with Brady. So even if it was with Drake May, I'd be happy about it, but it would be kind of like, do I really want to see it that way? Or was it Brady? Or will I be a little bit jealous that I will forever hate Eli Manning? I will forever hate Eli Manning. Like, it's more habit, but I still sometimes call Peyton Manning Satan Manning, but that's just habit at this point. I'm starting to like Peyton. I honestly miss Peyton v. Brady. I really do. And Peyton is a hilarious dude. He knows his shit. And him and Brady are really good friends, it seems. So it was more of a respectful rivalry that I took way too far as a fan, but I miss Peyton versus Brady games. I do, because Peyton always brought his best, even if he choked. He always brought his best. Steeli will always be Steeli, and I mean that disrespectfully, forever and always. Satan Manning, I still might say it out of reflex, or if I'm talking about the Broncos years, because those years are still cut a little bit deep, I won't lie. Just look at today. I'll still call him Satan Manning here or there, but that's really just reflex. Now I say it respectfully. But Steeli, I'll never be respectful. That'll never be respectful. Steeli Manning will always be Steeli Manning, and disrespectfully so. But you watch the Manning cast whenever you can for Monday Night Football. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So what? And the Seahawks get the ball back. Oh, there's going to be, the shakedown test is going to be F1 shakedown test from Monday to Friday. I was just devastated. No, that penalty kick, I was just devastated. It wasn't like a screamy, red-faced anger. It was more like, what the fuck just happened? JSN catches it in midfield, that's a first down. It was more like, oh, fuck. It was more hard. I honestly cried. Hell, I cried myself to sleep that night. I wouldn't say I was screaming. I just cried myself to sleep that night. So sad and devastated. That's where I was. How'd Michael Bradley kick the ball in the air like that? I think he tried to go for power and he put too much power on it. And Darnold fumbled the ball. And he goes down at the 40-something. Second down. How we doing? How we doing? But the Patriots are going to the Super Bowl, so we're doing good. Rams, second down for the Seahawks. They're leading by 4. Darnold missed the snap. That was a horrible snap. He was getting old anyway. And Trinidad happened before that, so no, I don't think it did. He was never going to really be the forefront during the actual World Cup qualifying run, which that didn't happen. Yeah, he played a couple of games after it, but for the USA, but he never played the World Cup qualifying run. Darnold gets sacked by the Rams. Third down. Rams defense gets to Darnold twice. Fisk with a sack. And the Rams are going to keep them from scoring. Or even converting, for that matter. Good play. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot. There you go. So, my next stream is Wednesday afternoon. The UEFA Champions League Chelsea-Napoli game at 2 p.m. Third 27. They hand the ball off and they get about 3 yards. 4th and 24. 10:03 to go. North Texas SC is a pretty good MLS Next Pro team. Or is it underwhelming because he's going to Next Pro? Is that what it is? North Texas SC is a pretty good MLS Next Pro team. That's not underwhelming if you expected him to go to like Next Pro or USL. Now, if you didn't think he was going to Next Pro, then it might be underwhelming. But it depends on where you thought he would go. If you thought he would go to a league like USL Championship or Next Pro, that's not underwhelming at all. Dixon punts it away to the Rams at the 10-yard line. And, oh my God, but it gets covered by Smith. It's not underwhelming. It's not underwhelming. I don't think it's underwhelming, all things considered, but either way. We got 9:18 left in the second quarter, and let's see what the Rams do. Should aim for USL Championship. I know North Texas SC, Chris Richards, and Sealy was at their academy. Yeah. Dallas is an amazing academy. They do. FC Dallas has an amazing academy. That's probably the good thing about their team. They have nothing else. But they have a good academy. A very good academy. If not one of the best in MLS. Especially historically. Like, that's what I expect. Like, North Texas, Dallas's academy is what I expect Toronto to have. It's just what I expect. Did they make the playoffs last season? North Texas? I think they did. Dallas made the playoffs as well, yeah. I think they both did. I know Dallas did because they lost to Vancouver in the first round. North Texas, I think they did as well. I think they made the Western Conference final. There we go. Yep, North Texas made the playoffs. Yep. Sam Sarver had 19 goals. Next drive for the Rams. North Texas SC lost to the Town, or lost to Earthquakes too. Okay, I was wrong. But either way, they made the playoffs. And that's going to be 8 yards for the Rams. MLS Next Pro is higher than USL League One. If Nathaniel James was in USL League One, that's an 8. 8 out of 10. To me, MLS Next Pro is on the same level on the pyramid, but it's a better league. It's a better league than Next Pro now. And arguably, I think there are teams that are better than the USL Championship in that league. It's from over USL League One to equal to the championship, if not better, with some teams. Hands it off. And that's going to be a first down for the Rams. So, 8 out of 10. Could have done better. A lower level MLS team, or nobody in the FC Dallas Academy, no. I think there's a USL team that was going to name themselves that if it was League Two. But either way, yeah, we're getting closer and closer to association football season. Yay. Start gaining some damn subs, can we? Champions Cup starts the week after next. At least he's not back in the Trinidad League. Hey, what if Defense Force had him for the Champions Cup? Hands it off. And that's going to be about 6 yards for Coram. Blake Coram gets about 6 yards, second down. .5 points per game for the Rams offense. Oh, the Rams and Seahawks both have the top 2 point differentials. So next Monday, of course, when not the Monday, of course, not the 26th, but Monday the 2nd, we'll have the Champs Cup predictions video out. 7:23 to go. Stafford throws. That's going to be caught, and a first down for the Rams. Parkinson gets a first. They can't pay his wages. Molino, Sheldon Bateau, Nathaniel James. They can't pay his wages. Well, that's crazy. NFL fans watching Drake May get to a Super Bowl at a younger age than Tom Brady ever started game in the NFL. That's crazy. Stafford throws. Caught by Puka at the 45. First down, Rams. How we doing, HJU? I'm praying Phoenix rise and don't get knocked out of the playoffs this season. I'm still feeling the sting. Hey, you know what? If Phoenix versus Louisville was the USL Championship final, I think we all could be happy. I think we all could be happy there. Hopefully Louisville wins, but .6:11 to go. I think we all could be happy. .6:03 hands it off to Coram, and that's about a yard. Donkeys, bye-bye. The Daytona 500 is February 15th. So is that the Sunday after the Super Bowl? I think. Yep, it is. And then the Clash is what? The week of the Super Bowl? Either way. Bowman Gray, or is it either way? 528. I don't think it's LA anymore. Either way. Hands it off. Coram, first down to the 30. Out of bounds. Out of boots. Coram out of boots. With 5:14 to go. And they don't stop the clock. So was he really out of boots? .453. Hands it off. That's about 3 yards for the Rams. 4:39 to go. .406. Stafford throws. Caught. Puka gets most of it. Third down. Maybe a yard. Maybe a yard. 3:55. Third and 1. (24-21) on ball control on the plays. Each team at 158 yards. I could say, yep, I think he can. I think he can. If he scores, if he plays as good as I think he can, I think he will. I think that's why he took MLS Next Pro. Why go to the championship when you have a direct line to a freaking MLS team if you're good enough, especially one that's mid at best and knows, and also, you know, they will call up players from North Texas because they've done it before. You're not their academy kid, but they'll call you up if you're good enough. .247. 11-yard line. 2:42 in the second quarter for the Rams. They will go to the 2-minute warning, and there is a timeout. Timeout Rams. They didn't like the look. 1st and 10. That is true. Maybe the move ain't that bad. Two minutes to go. What is the best Mexican beer? I mean, I don't drink beer, so I can't answer that question, but I would. No, it's not Modelo. When I drink beer, I don't. I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends. I don't need beer to be the most interesting man in the world. I'm just the most interesting man in the world. First and 10. Hands it off. Well, FC Dallas, Austin FC, or Houston Dynamo all time? Houston. They have MLS Cups. Austin's too new, and Dallas don't have an MLS Cup. Houston. We're talking about biggest club. I don't need beer to be the most interesting man in the world. I just am. Second and 8. That's a bar. That's a bar. That's a bar. Yo, that's a bar. And that is on. Let's see who the flag is on, because there will be a flag here. Did the Seahawks jump, or did the... No, I do not. Who jumped? 2-minute warning. There's a timeout. Two-minute warning. Ooh. Two minutes to the half. 2-minute warning. 2nd and 9 for the Rams at the 10-yard line. 9 yards away from a touchdown. Six for 11, 8 to 10, 104 yards, 130. No touchdowns passing, no interceptions. 2 minutes to go. Rams are 9 yards away. 2nd and 8 from the 10 or the 9. Snap, Stafford. Time to throw. Throws it. That'll be a touchdown. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. Kyren Williams. Touchdown. Nobody was on him. That was easy. Kyren Williams. $10-yard touchdown catch. 9-yard. It is 12 to 10 and Harrison Mevis to make it a 3-point game. Seahawks have 3 timeouts to try to go for a field goal to have it tied at the half, and they will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. And it is 13-10 for the Rams. They lead. Rams lead. 3-point game. And we are minutes away from halftime. And the Patriots are 30 minutes away from finding out who they're going to play at the Super Bowl. So far, good enough. Last time a Bronco held the Lombardi, John Elway handing it out at Super Bowl 58. That is crazy when you think about it. Either way. And we got minutes to go. Three-point game with a minute to go. 1:55, I should say. Broncos lose their highest-paid player after playoff loss, Russell Wilson. And that's kicked over the top. That's going to be fielded out of the end zone. Nope. Fair catch. 1:55. You know what's funny? I agree. Russell Wilson would have won the game today for the Broncos. It's like, hey, we still have your contract. Technically, can we bring you back for a game? He probably would have won today instead of Stidham, but, you know, whatever. Hands it off. Walker goes wide, gets a block, and about 2 yards. $1:49 to go. 2nd and 9. Rams up by 3, trying to keep the Seahawks from getting a field goal. Sam Darnold in the pocket. Incomplete. Cooper Kupp had no chance to catch that. Durant covers Cooper Kupp. I think they played together. Yeah, he covers up his former teammate. I think they played together. I don't think he's that. Cooper Kupp just left, yeah? Like, this is his first year with the Seahawks. Yeah, they played with each other. 1:44, 3rd and 9. Third and 9. 8 seconds left on the play clock. 1:44. Pressure, incomplete, and the Seahawks will have to punt it away, and the Rams will get the ball back, which is a good news. With 1:41 and 2 timeouts, that's good news for the Rams because they have to kick it away to start the second half. The Rams could make this a further lead, 6 to 10 points. If they do that, Seahawks may get the ball back to start the half, but a touchdown will not give them the lead, and a field goal will not tie it. Rams will get the ball back. Dixon punts it away. Have 135 to drive, and he catches this one. Flag on the play. 1:33 to go with 2 timeouts. Who's the flag on? Offense. Holding, kicking team, offense. Holding on the offense. Seattle. Holding, offense. Timeout. Yep, holding. You almost got there, too. 13-10. So, the Rams get the ball back, and that will be offensive holding enforced at the Los Angeles 18, which puts the Rams at the 28 to start the drive with 1:33 to go and 2 timeouts. Or actually, 2 timeouts. Two timeouts. waiting for the next drive. The Rams get the ball back, and they might just extend their lead. I won't say untouchable, but definitely a tough lead to overcome. Stafford. First and 10. Hands it off. And that's a good amount of yardage for the Rams. 1:26. They have time to drive. Stafford. Stafford throws. Incomplete. Puka. I don't know. I feel like that might have been PI, but okay. 3rd and 5. $109. Stafford throws. Incomplete. Puka does not make the catch, and that will not be PI. And the Rams are going to have to punt. FC Dallas come to Tobago, a mini tournament. Shaq Moore, former USA international, is a veteran at FC Dallas. A veteran, they're going to go for it. A veteran FC Dallas come to Tobago, a mini tournament. Could help natty up his game more. I agree. 109 to go. 3rd and 5. Oh, it's 3rd down. I was like, thought that was 4th. Stafford throws, caught, incomplete, drops out of the hands, 4th down. 1:03 to go, and the Rams will punt it away. That stop did nothing. Evans punts it away. Caught, and Shaheed brought down. 54 seconds. Seahawks with 3 timeouts and a minute to play. Hosted a mini tournament, Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago. Tobago. Last year, he knows his roots. Hey, I respect that. You should know your roots. Okay. Like, I feel like you should be proud of where you're from, or whether you were born somewhere and you moved away, or whether it's where your ancestry comes from. I think you should be proud of both. Like the area, not the area itself. I'm proud of the state of Mississippi. Proud to be from there. I don't know if I'm proud. There's a lot of things that can make the state better for sure, but I'm proud to be from there. So 55 seconds. 55 seconds. Here we go. 54 seconds for the Rams to defend and keep this a 3-point lead. Seahawks have 3 timeouts. 19 plays in the first 2 drives, 137 yards, 10 points. They haven't been as good these other drives. 1st and 10. 3/4 done with a championship games very soon. Throws complete. JSN pulls for a first down. 49 seconds. First and 10. Throws. Incomplete. 44 seconds. 2nd and 10. .44 seconds. 2nd and 10. Darnold. Time to throw. Complete. And JSN holds on. Is his hands made of glue? My Lord. Got rocked as he came down. And he held on to the ball at the 20. What a throw by Darnold to JSN. Okay. .37 seconds. Seahawks took a timeout. .37 seconds. Darnold throws, caught, short throw. First down to the 10-yard line for the Seahawks, and they're probably going to find a way. Another timeout. Holani. They're going to find another way. Seahawks probably going to get a touchdown here. First and goal, 30 seconds. Seahawks, let's see what the Rams can do if they could stop them from scoring in any way, or at least getting to a field goal. Snap, and there's a flag on the play. False start. False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down. 30 seconds. One hour 30 already. Jesus. $30 seconds to go. Darnold throws out of bounds. Out of bounds. 25 seconds, second and goal. $25 seconds. That's a throwback. Throws forward. Oh, no. Caught. Touchdown, JSN. Okay, this is done. Rams choked. I don't know why. The Patriots are going to get blown out. Well, I don't know about that. Whatever. JSN with a touchdown. 14-yard touchdown catch. Extra point, and the Seahawks have a 4-point lead going to the half. There's no way you're scoring in 20 seconds. 13-17. $14 yards. $13-17. That should be the last play of the score of the half. Seahawks are 4-point lead, and they get the ball back to start the second half. That was a bad touchdown to allow for the Rams. Bad one. Yep. Touchdown for the Seahawks. $20 seconds to go. Let's see if the Rams can make some happen. Not having possession to start the third quarter, giving up that touchdown, field goal would have been different. They could have had a chance to make this a 10-point game, or at least a 6-point game, with their 2 minutes and 3 timeouts, and they did not do that. Now the Seahawks have a 4-point lead, and probably best case, I would say what? A 1-point lead? I mean, probably won't happen like that, but one timeout, 13 seconds or 15 seconds. I mean, Stafford could get them there if he wanted to. Stafford throws, caught. Timeout for Higbee. Why would you even go down the middle of the field? And now you have to go for the sideline with 8 seconds. And I don't know. Like, here's the thing for me. You have to go to the sideline, get out of bounds, and get about, 10 yards? Let's see where they are here. They're at the 50. They got to get about 20 yards, if not 25, going out of bounds. Out of boots. They got to go out of boots. I don't know about getting a 15, 20-yard pass play set up and getting out of boots. I don't know that. And the Seahawks took a timeout. Nobody has any timeouts left. This could be the last play of the half unless somebody gets out of boots. Told you it was a vocal stem. Thank you, Chiseled Adonis. That was a NFL game highlight commentary. Like, thank you. It was just let it get to the halftime in the fourth quarter. You'll get it. You'll get it. Out of boots. That is, ever since I've heard him use that, it's became a freaking vocal stem. It's crazy. It'll stop being one after the Super Bowl, though, I'm sure. Maybe like a week or two after the Super Bowl, for sure, I'm sure. 8 seconds to go. Rams, can they get out of bounds? Stafford, can he make a throw? Stafford, and they just dumbasses. And they just wasted and they fumbled the ball. Tackle his ass. Aman Worry. And it's halftime. Halftime, it's 13-7 or 17. What the hell was that? That was, I don't know what the hell he thought he was doing. Like, you know, you could gain the yardage. Like, yeah, but you only had 8 seconds and he ran the ball with no timeouts. And he wouldn't even have got out of bounds. I don't know what the hell he thought he was doing. Fuck if I know. Huh? Fuck if I know. That was dumb. Seahawks get the ball to start the second half. Up 4. They're up 4. And that was like some Josh Allen dumb shit. What are you doing? I mean, Jesus. Oh, Lord, here we go. Oh, Lord, here we go. Iran strike, here we go, of course. Lord have mercy. Well, that being said, we're 30 minutes away from Darnold versus the Patriots. The team he saw ghosts against and made himself look like a damn fool. We'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. Sit tight. We will be back. I know. That's what I'm saying. Then again, the last time they struck Iran didn't start a war, but at some point. Either way. We'll take a short break at the half, talk about this game, and we're 30 minutes away from knowing who the Super Bowl is going to be. Well, we know the Patriots will be there, but the question is who else? Rams or Seahawks? Right now it looks like the Seahawks, but we'll find out. With that being said, I believe you. Either way, sit tight, be back. Short break. It's 13-17 Seahawks. Yes. 30 more minutes. We're back at the half. It's 13-17 Seattle. And frankly, I think Seattle had two really good opening drives. They had a good last drive. Other than that, it's pretty. The Rams have had some good moments. I'd say it's slightly tipping. I'd say this game is slightly tipping. I mean, I think this game slightly tips toward the Seahawks so far. I'm not surprised, really. The Ravens hired Jesse as their coach. Like, of course. Like, I get why they hired him. Like, he's a hardball guy. He's a hardball guy. I get it. He was there before. I mean, it keeps things similar, but a new face. I mean, it's not good for the Steelers, but the Steelers screwed them own selves with I don't like the McCarthy hire at all. Even if they keep Aaron Rodgers. I don't like it. So, with that being said, one of Morocco's Golden Boys' top scorer at the U20 World Cup got married. Fans say you better do the Hakimi method. Keep in mind he's only 18. That kid there's two things here. That kid either found his high school sweetheart or whatever, or he's going to get taken to the cleaners. So, you know, he probably should do the Hakimi method. But, I mean, you never know. Like, you never know. Even if you think you found a unicorn, they might still stab you in the back. And just, so I don't know, man. Maybe you should. Either way, maybe you should do the Hakimi method anyway. He was the best defensive guy, not named Brian Flores, to take the job. He's respected, revered by his players, and the Ravens need that, so they stop self-destructing. I agree. As I said, it's probably not good for the Steelers, but the Steelers fuck themselves as well, so who are we kidding? So both. The Ravens will probably be better next year. Probably. But either way, I don't know. But I think, yeah, it is a good hire. I do think it's a good hire. But we'll see what happens. Should help them stop committing penalties too. I mean, that is a good question. I mean, yeah, you're probably screwed. I'm not going to lie. You know, I mean, yeah, there's definitely a good possibility that in the end, it's the all roads lead to Rome. You know what I'm saying? Probably for everybody, all roads lead to Rome. You know? Pretend I'm holding a big stopwatch or whatever. But sometimes you can be lucky and all roads don't lead to Rome. But all roads might lead to Rome. But you can be lucky, and sometimes there's a road that doesn't lead to Rome. But there's most likely all roads lead to Rome. I'm pretty much 95% sure. Shaheed lets that go into the end zone, and he's going to kneel it down or just fair catch it. I mean, I'm biased, but it's not a bad call. Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel is the coach of the year. He is. Nobody thought it's either Vrabel or McDonald for the Seahawks. It's either or. Nobody surprised Sean Payton got the Broncos to the first seed. Okay, maybe a little bit, but they at least made the freaking wild card last year. The Seahawks came from nowhere, and the Patriots came from nowhere. It's either McDonald or Vrabel for me, and I think it's Vrabel, but I might be a little bit biased. But it's not like it's crazy biased. It's a good call. It's a realistic call, even if it is biased. Second down. In the third quarter, the second down. But Vrabel. Like, I do believe Drake May is the MVP, at least regular season-wise. And that's what the award is based off of, is the regular season. Like, Vrabel should win Coach of the Year. May should win MVP. Simple as. Is it slightly biased? Yes, but it's also realistic. It's not crazy biased. It's just, hey, this is what I prefer, and I think they deserve it. Caught. JSN. First down for the Seahawks. But I could see McDonald winning the Coach of the Year, and I wouldn't be mad about it. I'll be a little bit more mad about Stafford winning MVP. I think Drake May did more with a shittier team, or I should say a less expected team, than Matthew Stafford did a loaded team. The Rams are loaded. They are fraudulent, but they're loaded. On paper, they're loaded. The Patriots are not loaded at all. And Darnold gets pushed, and that's going to be out of bounds. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. So, in my opinion, when you have the Patriots, they're good. I'm not saying they aren't. The Patriots are good. The Rams are good. But the Rams were expected to be in the playoffs, in the NFC Championship, going to a Super Bowl. With the roster they had, everybody's like, oh, the Rams are the Rams, the Rams. They're loaded. The Patriots are not. The Patriots should have never been here in the first place, and here they are. Hit behind the line. Flag on the play. For who? 13-20 in the third quarter. So, the Seahawks being the number 1 seed is crazy. I'm not saying it ain't, which is why McDonald has a chance of being the Coach of the Year. And I would not argue with it. I would argue less with that. Holding on the offense. Penalties declined. 3rd down. Yep. A lot of people sell out when the heat gets highest. That's just the way it is. 3rd and 12. Darnold is sacked. 3rd down to 4th. Seahawks have fallen apart. Well, barely, I don't know. But either way. Damn. Like, Darnold he's having his moments of choking. He's having his moments. Snap taken, Dixon to kick it away. Can the Rams capitalize? They did, but then they didn't. Oh, no. He touched it. Seahawks have the ball. Seahawks have the ball at the 15. Oh, my God. Horrible punt return just blew it for the Rams, and the Seahawks had the ball at the 15. Oh, no. 12:07. Oh, no. He fell over. If he touches this ball, it's Seahawks ball. And he does. It hits him. Can they change out their punt returner? Send him to the gallows for that. Give him the guillotine. Give him the guillotine. Your bench, buddy. And the Rams are about to give up another touchdown. That's not ideal for the Rams. Hat flick. You're damn right. That's not ideal. Hakeem dropped the ball. Hakeem dropped the ball. What'd you say fuck St. Louis for? What'd you say fuck St. Louis for? Darnold throws. Complete for a touchdown. Complete for a touchdown to the Seahawks. And it's Jake Bobo. Give me that Bobo. Give me that Bobo. Anda Pasha, Bobo. Anda Pasha. Give me that Bobo. Give me that Bobo. Anda Pasha, Bobo. Touchdown for the Seahawks, Jake Bobo. 17-yard touchdown catch. Sure hands. 13-23. It's about to be 13-24. Good job, punt return muff. And it's going to be 13-24. Rams almost got away with pushing the Seahawks away, and then boom. Muff punt. Give me that Bobo. Give me that Bobo. Anda Pasha, Bobo. Anda Pasha. Come on. That was messy about Veghorst. Come on. People forgot about that? Either way. That's probably the game. I came across videos saying traditional video SEO is dead and Google's AI can know what your video is about, removing the need to go heavy on hashtags and keyword boxes. So, what are you saying? So you're saying I don't have to put the hashtags in the description anymore? Is that what you're telling me? And it might be better if I do that? Is that what you're telling me? I mean, is that what you're saying? And what do you mean by keyword boxes? Do you mean tags? Like in the description or studio? I still got to make tags for Rumble, so it's not like... Either way. Like, what are you saying? I might do better if I stop putting tags. I don't know what you're saying. Either way. Hashtags in the description, you know, like the bottom of it, and then it gets put into the freaking top, like next to the started streaming and all that. Either way, Rams got the ball back. They need to score a touchdown for any chance to keep this game alive. Bunch of idiots. Indeed. Carrying the shears. Focus on the title and thumbnail, and the most is what they said. I guess so. Given that hashtags don't do anything on YouTube, regular tags keep doing that. Just don't put as much effort to tags as what you do previously. Okay, so just get okay. I mean, I'll test that for the next couple of weeks. I mean, those hashtags probably did nothing anyway. But knowing that, I mean, makes things easier, I guess. Probably makes my descriptions look better anyway. 11:56. Rams out of the ball at the 25. So just regular tags. Okay. Stafford. Caught! Parkinson to the 50. Rams got to score a touchdown here to have any chance. Bunch of idiots. Parkinson might be hurt. He's holding his arm. Oh, no. Oh, he's getting back out there. Okay. I'm doing good, Cellar Door. How you doing? Patriots are in the Super Bowl. I'm happy. Hands it off. That's going to be about a 3-yard run for the Rams. Coram. Morocco has the best stadiums, the best pitches, the best football facilities in Africa. I agree. Like the AFCON, and here's maybe a reason why it wasn't so nutty until the finals, because it was actually good stadiums and good pitches. So whatever chaotic bullshit some of the other stadiums were in other countries got neutralized, so to speak. Yep, you don't have to remind me. That's the day they should have called the Pirate, but they still haven't. Stafford. Bunch of idiots. Devontae to the 5. And they still should call the Pirate. Or email the Pirate. I frankly don't give a shit. Either way, hit the Pirate up. Call the Pirate. Email the Pirate. Anything. I don't give a shit. Called by Devontae. Now he grabbed that and he held on to it. That's a catch. First and goal at the 2-yard line for the Rams. Well, at least they'll get their touchdown. Snap the ball. Unlike the Patriots, snap the ball. Stafford snaps it quick. This is play is live. Caught! Touchdown! Davante Adams. And there's a touchdown for the Rams. Davante Adams. They needed that. 19-24. 4-point lead for the Seahawks if they make this extra point. And the extra point by Mevis. And it's good. 20-24. With 9:41 left in the third quarter. Pyramids of Egypt, time's over. Look out for Wydad Casablanca. Hakeem Ziyech is at the club now. He fell down that badly. Ziyech fell down that badly. He went to Wydad. He fell down that badly. Nobody wants him. Are you kidding me? That's nuts. It's crazy. But visit the official website of Leagues Cup 2026. It says that Vancouver Whitecaps are in 2026 Leagues Cup. They changed the rules again. So, yeah, they're in. They're in. I wouldn't say, I don't know why they lie. They're in. So the 2 tournament thing was bullshit. I guess that was just to protect Miami from playing everything during the Club World Cup, I guess. Let's see if they bring it back the next time there's a Club World Cup. Do I think they gave a shit about LAFC or Seattle playing everything? No, I do not think so. I do not think they cared about that. Just to make sure Miami didn't get freaking ran down and out of gas. Which worked out because they won the MLS Cup. So it all worked out. Well, thank God that didn't happen. How are they in the Canadian Championship? Because they're Canadian teams. Either way, 9:41. The Rams will kick the ball away, and let's see what the Seahawks do. 4-point deficit for the Rams. That is a fair catch, and the Seahawks get the ball back. Leagues Cup. Because they change the rules every year anyway. That's why it doesn't make sense. No, because there's no way Canadian soccer, the CSA, will let a Canadian team not be in the Canadian Championship. That was the problem with the 2 tournament rule for Vancouver. Unlike the U.S. Open Cup, the Canadian Association cares about their tournament. Hit about 2 yards for the Seahawks. Unlike the U.S. Open Cup, the Canadian Championship, every team, every MLS team, and all the Canadian teams themselves respect that tournament and want to win that tournament. And besides, it's also the easiest way for a Canadian team to get to CCL. It still is. Even though you have like 5 tickets now, it's the easiest way. Why wouldn't you try it? Why wouldn't you play it? Unlike the Open Cup, all you got to do is win 2 ties and playing forward. Hit. All you got to do is win 6 games. 4 out of 6 games to win 2 ties, and then, of course, the 2 single-legged games. Or just call the Pirate. Well, I don't know. It would get more competitive this year, and then Toronto would just start winning it all the time again once you call the Pirate. But this year would be competitive. You got slobber knockers between freaking Toronto and Vancouver, depending on how long Vancouver's good. We'll still beat them every time, though. Throws. And that's going to be a first down for Cooper Kupp to the 48. Those are pretty cool. Toronto can't even beat Ottawa. Well, they should be able to beat Ottawa, but I said call the Pirate. I didn't say with anybody. Yeah, I don't trust us with anybody else, but I've made that point. No coach could actually make this team win, except one. Just partially. Hands it off. I don't accept losing. Second of all, they're going to be in there. They're going to be in all of them. Like, they wouldn't just say they're in there not to be in there. They're going to be in there unless they pull out themselves. But Darnold steps back to throw. Caught. And that's going to be about a 2nd and 1 by Halani. 2nd and 1. $6:40 to go in the third quarter. We'll have a review of these two games after the Rams-Seahawks game is over. We'll post that on Rumble and YouTube. And there's a tackle at the 20. JSN tackled at the 20. And the Rams defense ain't doing shit. But an idiot. They're playing like idiots. The Rams their offense is on fire right now. Their defense not so. And their punt returner's an idiot. First and 10. .24. Hands it off. Darnold rolls out. Caught. Barner gets most of it. Second and 3. 5:14. Incomplete. Third down. Third and 3. Caught. Cup. Touchdown, Seahawks. He scores against his former team. Probably Toronto. I don't think Montreal is that good of an academy, and I don't think Vancouver does either. Besides Davies. It's like an offensive game, probably at this point. Yeah, but Leon had a freaking multi-propiedad problem. That was the problem there. Cooper Kupp with a 13-yard touchdown pass. Now the Rams have to answer back again. I think the Seahawks defense is better than the Rams. I don't think either of them have one so far. Cooper Kupp touchdown. And the extra point is good by Myers. 20-31. Can the Rams answer back? They have 4:52 of the third quarter and the fourth quarter to answer back. Very similar to Week 16. Yeah, except the Seahawks have the lead. Either way. Well, I mean, what about the comeback, though? Either way. We're waiting for the next. I agree, but they're not going to do it because they got rid of the 2 tournament rule. What would screw them now? I do think the Seahawks defense is better. They made stops when they had to. Next drive. Because I thought the rule would be the same. I didn't think they changed the rule. They changed the rule. If the rule was the same, it would have been Toronto. Well, unless they put in a U.S. team over Toronto. But either way, they took away the 2 tournament rule, which means that was irrelevant. They took away the 2 tournament rule, which is irrelevant. And I ain't the freaking coach, so it ain't my time to bang the damn table because we got fucked. But then again, only reason we would have been fucked over is if I was the coach because we'd actually win. Like, do I care as a fan? No, it'd just be more games we can lose. Flag on the play. As a coach, though, I'd be like, so where's the 2 tournament rule now, you motherfuckers? We would have been in. You got rid of it, though. Flag on the play, and I think it was on the Rams for a block in the back. Hold on. Block in the back, yep. So, either way, it was because I thought the rules would be the same, but knowing MLS, that was a stupid assumption. Knowing CONCACAF, that was a dumb assumption. Thinking the rules was going to be the same as they were last year. Because they never are. Stafford. Caught! Devontae! What a catch. 4:38 in the third quarter. .420. Stafford throws, caught. Parkinson hit after 3 yards. So, I mean, that's on me for thinking the rule would be the same and not realizing MLS might just change shit to change shit. That one's on me. Flag on the play on the defense. Automatic first down. Opia. .411. .404 past midfield for the Rams. 3:59 to go in the third quarter. Hands it off. .341. And there's a player hurt for the Rams. Stafford throws short and hit at the 40. Let's see who the flag's on. Kyron Williams gets to the 40, but let's see if it pushes the Rams back. Pass interference offense. 10-yard penalty, second down. So OPI. Face mask. Okay, face mask. I mean, I would hope so. Especially for Toronto's sake. Three minutes to go. 2nd and 15. Whoa. Hit to the 50. Third down. What's your previous comment? Got to do some Moroccan League games or CAF Champions League games in the near future. We'll see. We'll see. 2:26. We'll see. 3rd and 12. 0 for 3 on third down for Stafford. He's going to have to throw a deep one if he has time. Stafford does! Picked! No, incomplete. But the Seahawks will get the ball back, and I think that probably will do it. Almost picked. Flag on the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense. Did the Rams just get a first down? Did the Rams just get a first down? What's your opinion on Fraser against Donadell? I think Donadell's a superior head coach. They both are fraud. I mean, they're both. Like, Donadell's an okay coach. Yeah, he beat Toronto, but they're both Toronto past guys, or Toronto and they're club history guys that, frankly, are both garbage coaches. I mean, what else do they do? I mean, the only reason Toronto looks worse is Rams get a first down. Deep throw, Puka! Touchdown, Rams! And the Seattle Seahawks pay for the unsportsmanlike. Puka right off the bat with a touchdown. 26-31. Touchdown, Rams. Puka catches it, brings it down. What are you doing? What an idiot. Why would he do that? Puka had it. I think that's a catch. I think that's a catch. I think Puka made the catch. Dumbass, you got what you deserved. See what they say. They threw it right at him after his penalty. Jesus, man. I mean, he got that and he held on to it. I think that's a catch. I think that's a catch, personally. Scoring review. I think that's a catch. I think that's a catch. I mean, I know the NFL is weird, but I think that's a catch. Why are the fans mad? They're in Seattle, dumbass. Seattle are mad. Seattle fans are mad. Seattle got unsportsmanlike and then got a touchdown throw right over their head. No, they're mad. If it was in LA, maybe people would still be mad because it's in LA, but right now, Duh, they're in Seattle. Why in the world is that a rule in the NFL? Because they don't know what a catch is. It's incomplete. Wait, no. That's a catch. It has to be. Would you want that? Hell fucking no, I wouldn't want that. As I said, call the pirate. Wilmer ain't no pirate. He's a pendejo. He sucked in Montreal. What do you think he would be good here? You're delusional. You're delusional. Max Verstappen. I think that's a catch. I think it's a catch. Why is taunting a rule in the NFL? Why can't people just talk crap? Well, I mean, it depends. If you go, there's a line you can step over that you probably shouldn't step over. And it is a touchdown. It counts. 34-yard touchdown pass to Puka. Extra point for Harrison Mevis. And it is good. 4-point deficit for the Rams again. We have 2:06 left in the third. Third 4-yard touchdown catch for Puka. 27-31 Rams, or Seahawks. So do that what you will. Seahawks are up by 4, leading with 2:06 to go in the third. And that's 17 more minutes to go. And that's a hit. I don't lick boot. Who you asking? I don't know what leather tastes like. And I'm glad about that. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Hands off. And they don't get him wide, but he runs out of bounds before the line. Second down. Oh, okay. And that's 2nd and 10. Darnold throws incomplete, third down. I mean, I guess I was wrong. LA Rams won't go to the Super Bowl. It's not over yet. Their offense is doing well. Their defense kind of sucks, but as long as they got a stop. (31-27), 3rd and 10, 108. They snap before the play clock, and he's going to get a first down. Walker gets a first. Or maybe it's 3rd and 1. It's just barely, just short. Just short. First and 10. Nope, 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. One more play in the 3rd quarter. We go to the 4th. I hope you're right. I think we'll be better in San Francisco, but nice. Darnold steps up, throws short. They get him down. Holani pushes for more yards, 2nd down, and we're going to the 4th quarter. Three-day ticket 2. Fours up. We're 15 minutes away from knowing who's playing the Super Bowl. War's very likely coming, yeah. Probably a world war. Who we kidding? Bullshit. He might be good, but fours. Throw the 4s up. Throw your 4s up. 15 more minutes. $15 more minutes to knowing, maybe even more, if there's overtime, knowing who goes to the Super Bowl. We know it's the Patriots, but who are going to play the New England Patriots? The Rams or the Seahawks? Either way, it is a rematch. It is a Super Bowl rematch. Seahawks, of course, the rematch from Super Bowl 49. The Rams, rematches from 36 and 53. Patriots are 3-0 against the Seahawks and Rams in the Super Bowl. Could they make it 4-0? Either way, they're going to make it 4-0. 2-0 against each or 3-0 against the Rams. Canada's trio, Marcelo, David, and Buchanan. You have Alphonso Davies. Damn, Canada looking good. Why are we glazing Marcelo Flores like that? This isn't 2021. If this was 2021, I'd understand. Stop it. Rams have woken up. He's good, but he ain't 40-something. The 42-yard line. 14-14 the 3rd quarter. If only they didn't frickin' muff that punt. That might be the game. Who knows? 2nd and 5. Did the Rams muffing the punt make this game end up being a Seahawks win? 15 minutes to see. Also, the touchdown at the end of the second half, or the second quarter at the end of the first half. Darnold running wide, and he's going to get a first down to the midfield. 14:51 and out of bounds. Out of boots. Ah, the clock is still running. Out of boots. Over Seahawks the Super Bowl. It's not over yet. Darnold hands it off, and he's sacked! And he's pulled down at the opposite 40. What a freaking sack, man. That was violent. That was a violent sack. And I'm a both sides fucking suck. Both are shills. And we're screwed either way. That's what I am. Darnold caught at the 50 for Cup. Both sides are shills. They both suck, and we're fucked either way. That's honestly what I am. Why are the fans booing? Because Darnold took a dumbass sack. They're in Seattle, by the way, just so you know. 13:08. Really hard playing in Seattle. That's why I say it's over. Thank God the Patriots are playing him in frickin' San Francisco then. And that is a flag on the play for offsides. Idiot. And that's an automatic first down. Neutral zone infraction. Third down. Oh, 5-yard penalty, third down. So it's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 on Jared Verse. Okay, 3rd and 10. $12:29. Hit. Incomplete. 4th down. $12:24 to go. Seahawks to punt. I think I'm gonna go to the theater to see it, but I'm planning on seeing it. Oh, good catch. They had Kyron Williams field a punt. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go see the Madden movie, yeah. Probably in theaters too. I'm doing fine. But $12:18 to go. Rams have the ball. Twelve more minutes to go. Out. Get him out. That's why I'm at. 12:18. He's a fraud. That's where I'm at. And that's a first down for the Rams. He's a fraud. That's where I'm at. He's a shill. That's where I'm at. $11:47. Throws. First down for the Rams. Corum. None of this is America first. None of it. That's why I'm pissed. None of what's going on is America first. That's why I'm pissed. None of it's freedom. None of it's true freedom. None of it's America first. None of it is prosperous. That's why I'm pissed. $10:40. Rams have a first down. Stafford. Oh, my. Incomplete. I thought he had it. Second and 10. 10:21 to go. I was talking with the Facebook group, I think a few days ago. It was mostly NFL fans and stuff. They're interested in buying World Cup tickets to games. Only Trump's going to show up. Throws short. Parkinson to the 40. First down Rams. Rams offense is rolling because they want to boo him and embarrass him in front of the world on live television. NFL fans. Huh. Must have been, well, they must be Rams fans or 49ers fans. Didn't think I'd hear that. Okay. Stafford throws short to Corum. He only gets about 2 yards. Are both offenses really that good, or the defenses suck? Well, the Seahawks defense is supposed to be the sixth best defense in the league. No, both offenses are just on fire right now. Now, do I think the Patriots could somehow shut down these offenses more? Yeah. I believe the Patriots, the more I watch this game, I believe the Patriots could probably have their best offensive game of the playoffs. And if their defense is anywhere close to what it was for most of the playoff, I think we could win the Super Bowl. I'm starting to believe that the Patriots could win the Super Bowl either way. Thoughts on or Powerhouse Hobbs and WWE? I mean, good. I mean, I think he's good, so it'll be interesting to watch. 3rd and 1, 8:21. Stafford throws short, caught Parkinson. Oh, he dropped it. 4th and 1. Parkinson dropped it. Yeah, he dropped it. Butterfingers, 4th and 1. 4th and 1 for Stafford. He's going to run, and he gets the first. Lucky man runs for a first down. 8:07. Busted play, and he gets there. 8:02 to go. He almost got tackled behind the line, but he got there to the 25-yard line. Did he lose his warmer? He lost his hand warmer. That's all they could grab. Stafford hands it off. That's about a yard, and no, they catch him up, but there's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play, 7:27. Offside, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. 7:27. 9, offside. Patriots, Rams might still have a chance to be in the Super Bowl. 1st and 5. They throw it to Puka. First down, Puka. Rams, first down. 7 minutes to go. You exist in the context of all that is around you. You exist in the context of all that's around you. $6:32. Stafford caught Puka. 6:24. And the Rams are getting closer and closer to a touchdown to take the lead. .558 to go. Second and 4. Hands it off. Corum gets a yard. 3rd down and 3. Do you think the taunt's going to give Seahawks fans nightmares if they lose the game? Maybe, but you know what also would give Rams fans will have nightmares for the muff punt if they lose. So both teams have a moment where they'd be like, shit, we could have lost that game. Yeah, TikTok search is not working properly. Well, yep. It wasn't working in the morning. Like, I was on TikTok at like 3, 4 in the morning. Caught! Incomplete. Nope, incomplete. 4 down. Will they go for it or will they kick the field goal? And the Rams are going to kick a field goal, I think. I was on it like at 4 in the morning. Yeah, I should have slept earlier, I know, but I'm doing fine. Yeah, search wasn't working. Search wasn't working. So I thought it was Wi-Fi. I thought it was like Wi-Fi, and Rams are going for it, 4th and 4, or some situation with like the weather. No, I guess it is Oracle. And incomplete. And the Rams give the ball away. The Rams just, the Rams just choked. The Rams just, that was stupid, really. That's all I really could say. That was stupid. And really, that should be OPI, but okay. Turnover on downs. 4:54 to go, and it was a turnover on downs. Both teams have 3 timeouts. Can the Patriots make a stop? Tomorrow. Working remotely due to the storm tomorrow. Well, I mean, that's nice, Daniel. At least you're not going out. Make a good cup of tea or whatever, or hot chocolate, and do your work. Red Bull in Minneapolis. Red Bull show run in Minneapolis? When the fuck did that happen? September of 2024, okay. That's crazy. I did not think. Red Bull 7 in the current Red Bull livery, driven by David Coulthard in Minnesota in 2024. Okay. News or political channel when, Ryan? I have no, maybe, at some point, maybe, I don't know. Do I go for it? I don't. It's a thought. I don't know if it'll ever happen. Like, if it's just a thought, like, I gotta be 100% sure to make that channel. I'm gonna piss off both sides. I don't give a fuck, really. I'm gonna piss off both sides. Like, I would rather, personally, if I ever run for political office, I think I wouldn't do it just for the reason that if I was ever going to run for political office, I don't want to be on anybody's radar so they don't, like, as in, I don't want to be sold out before I even run, and I certainly ain't going to sell out when I run. If I run for a big office, there's a possibility I get JFK'd. There's a possibility I get JFK'd, so, you know, and I accept that, but it's like, do I want to or not? It's like, do I want to put myself in that position or do I not? You know, it's like, I don't know. It's a question. Tomorrow will be 41 and sunny when I'm working. Well, good for you. Wait, in Colorado or California? Walker, he gets a first down. Walker keeps running, and he has the ball in his arm. So, got to do it, not gonna lie. Colorado. It just snowed, and it's going to be 41 tomorrow? The fuck? It's still going to be like in the freaking teens here. Crazy. It's crazy. Then again, I didn't even know it was going to snow in Colorado today. So 40 in San Antonio. First and 10, 3:37 to go. Can the Rams get a stop before the Seahawks score? If they allow a field goal, a touchdown will tie. Hit. Walker hit. Goes down. Altitude. Closer to the sun than... Oh. Well, that makes sense. That does make sense. Okay, fair enough. That's true. Fair enough. Good point. 3:26. No, Rory is. (31-27). 3:26 to go. Snap, Darnold. That was a broken play, and they're going to get some out of it. Incomplete. Shaheed gets pushed out. Third and 8. Okay, that's not PI. I'm surprised. Mr. Frog, 3:20. Incomplete. We're at 3rd and 8. And a timeout for the Seahawks. They're down to 2 timeouts. See what the Toronto Raptors are doing. There it is. Churros or cinnamon rolls? Ooh. Cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon rolls. But the Toronto Raptors beat the OKC Thunder. Okay. So, let's see what the... That's crazy. Raptors fans must be happy. Yes. Cinnamon rolls when they're not from Cinnabon. And just freaking cover it in icing, frosting, whatever you want to call it. Just fucking pour that shit, man. Like, I mean, I do like the Hostess cinnamon rolls. I do, but pour that, just drench that shit in icing. Like, just boom. Cinnamon rolls from CC's Pizza are the best. I've never had any. I've never been to CC's Pizza. I don't even know if there's one around me. Besides, though, I mean. Third and 8. Can the Rams make a stop? They need to. .320. Darnold. Darnold throws. Complete to Cup. He fumbled. Cup fumbled, but he's down by contact. He's down by contact. Let's see. Let's see if the Rams challenge it. Come to do a tour in Texas. I mean, did he fumble? I mean, he did. I wonder if he was down by contact. He was probably. He didn't survive the ground, so incomplete at least. Rams take timeout. I mean, he did drop the ball. 3:11. First and 10. He reaches over and drops the ball. First and 10 for the Seahawks. It's going to count as a first and 10. 3:11 to go. Rams took a timeout. Hit. And the Rams took their final timeout. First and 10. Because Sean McVay's a genius. It's just that's the way they like to play it. Like, Sean McVay is a boy wonder genius. He's still not even 40 yet, I think. If he is, he's barely 40. Now you make me wonder. Sean McVay. 40 years old. Ah, he just turned 40. Oh, shit. Yeah, well, barely. Second and 10. Darnold stepping back, gets out of the pocket, throws JSN for a first down to the 50. He did drop the ball. Nope, catch. First down. 2:52. The more I watch this game, the more I feel like the Patriots could probably do better against the Seahawks. I like the Patriots' chances in the Super Bowl, honestly. The more I watch, the more I like their chances. 2:28 to go. Seahawks took their first time out. .228. That'll. Pep was a genius, but they still, for Messi. Clock will start on the snap. Okay. 3 minutes to go. To go. And he gets hit. 2:54. Whew. 2:39 to go. If the Seahawks get it under the 2-minute warning with a first down, that's game. If the Seahawks get another first down after the 2-minute warning or around the 2-minute warning, that's game. Darnold throws. Incomplete. And there's a flag on the play. Flag on the play. 2:12 to go. Holding. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down. Yeah, holding against the Rams. Well, I mean, Hendrick's young as a player. Like, I think he'll get his chance around Madrid at some point. With Vinny there and all that, I understand why he wasn't getting his run. But now I think they hand it off, and the Seahawks will get about 5 yards. And they're going to push. 2-minute warning. And it is the 2-minute warning. 31-27 in the 40 for the Seahawks. If they get a first down, that's game. The Seahawks are down to 2nd and 4. If the Seahawks get a first down, that is game. They can't kneel it out until they get a first down. 2-minute warning. Because with 2 downs, it still wouldn't be enough to it wouldn't be time enough to run out the clock. So they got to get another first down to kneel this game out and win it. But the Seahawks are minutes away from a Super Bowl. Patriots, Seahawks, 2 minutes away from knowing it's Patriots versus the Seahawks. Cherundolo is the head coach of Toronto. Would you want that? I mean, he might be one of the better choices, but the dude went back to Germany to coach in Germany, which after what Wilfried Nancy just pulled, I don't know if he'll get a job. Cherundolo was never a better manager than Wilfried Nancy, and I'm sure Europeans are now looking at MLS managers like, you sure? Cherundolo picked the worst time to leave. I know he lived a lot of his life in Germany and all that. I get that, but I guarantee you he probably could have been family problems as well, but I'm sure while he's there, he's got to want to coach. So, and there's the George Halas trophy for the NFC champion. And right now, it looks like it's going to the Seahawks. First down ends the game. Hands it off, and Walker is hit. Walker is hit. I think they're in field goal range. Seahawks, of course, when they run their next play, they could punt this. They could punt the ball away whenever they want to by the time the play clock. But, of course, they're going to run out as much clock as they can. And the Rams do not have any timeouts. Jareem Richards beat Noah Lyles, New Balance Indoor Grand Prix. There you go. Darnold had 2 touchdowns, 6 picks against the Rams this season. Tonight, he's 3 for 0 with 3 touchdowns. Seahawks take the 5-yard penalty. Nope, timeout. Timeout Seahawks. Timeout Seahawks. $116. And he sacked Darnold. Darnold is sacked by Fisk. And they'll punt from the 50, but there'll be 1 minute left. And the Rams are going to have to travel the field to win this game in about 20 seconds. Rams' best case is they get a big punt return at this point. They got to sell out for the punt return. 4th and 12 with 44 seconds to go. Rams, go get your score. 39 seconds. The ball will be punted. They'll have 30 seconds to snapped. They'll have 30 seconds to score a touchdown. And fair catch, 25 seconds. Can Matthew Stafford and the Rams find a touchdown drive in 25 seconds? If they do not, the Seattle Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl. I'm sure they won't make the same mistake, but I think the Patriots will have a pretty good game. I feel hopeful watching this game. Either way, I feel hopeful. I'm a little bit more hopeful. It's funny now. I thought the Rams would be the easier game going in. After this game, I think the Seahawks would be the easier game for the Patriots, weirdly enough. Stafford throws, caught, 30-yard line. Oh, shit. Stafford to clock it. He clocks it with 10 seconds left. I mean, you let TFC hire Cherundolo as a coach? I mean, I wouldn't be If there's anybody else, he'd be one that I'd be like, yeah, I could live with that until a final. But either way. Well, and there's 2nd and 10 and 10 seconds, and the Seahawks took a timeout. TFC is the Canadian United. How TFC win trophies back then. Sebastian Giovinco, that's how. Pretty much. 10 seconds. Based Vrabel. "10 seconds. The Rams got to have a miracle here to go to the Super Bowl. Stafford throws. Caught. Out of bounds with 4 seconds to go. And they run the clock. And the Rams have lost. The Seattle Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl. No score in the 4th quarter. It's 27-31, and the Seahawks are the NFC champions, and they're facing the Patriots in the Super Bowl. And he was down. And the Rams have lost to the Seahawks 27-31. And it's a Patriots-Seahawks Super Bowl. Super Bowl 60 is Patriots v. Seahawks. Once again, 11 years later, a rematch of Super Bowl 49. Their 4th Super Bowl appearance in team history. They're 1-2, and we'll see if they are 1-3 or 2-2 after that Super Bowl. But Mike Holmgren, Pete Carroll, and Mike McDonald have got the Seahawks to a Super Bowl. I like the Patriots' chances. With that being said, Seahawks, Patriots. Sam Darnold is going to a Super Bowl. Yeah, I didn't expect that. Either way, Sam Darnold had a good game. He did. But Patriots, Seahawks, Super Bowl. All right. With that being said, if you like this video, stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Since that's on live streams, comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share it with the family. All that great stuff. I will see you within the hour for the review of both these games. And I'll see you on Wednesday for Chelsea-Napoli. So, I'll see you later. I'll see you later tonight for the video, and then I'll see you live on Wednesday. I'll see you again. I'm Ryan, and I'm out. Peace. Congratulations to the Seahawks. It's on NBC again. Yeah. Ain't it? Patriots-Seahawks Super Bowl. Let's see how it goes. JSN's a lot more humble than Sherman. With that being said, I'll see you later. I'm Ryan, and I'm out. Peace. See ya.